So I wanted to come and say hello. It's been a little while since I did a video. I wanted to thank everybody who has liked my page in recent weeks. I've had a little bit of a boost. I appreciate you guys liking it. I never intend to ask for likes or shares. I really wanted to grow my business organically, and so I appreciate those of you who have liked, shared, commented. I wanted to make a video today about hypnotherapy. I was in the store, and every time when I observe an experience that is worth sharing about, I feel really convicted to share about it. And so this one, I was in a store, and I'll share a video like that I took in the store in the comments when I'm done posting this. I was in the store and I was really convicted about the negative impact of hypnosis that we see a lot in our society, and how positive hypnosis can really assist in healing. So what I observed is, I was in this store I go in a lot. I go looking for flowers and things to build my garden. I got my chickens behind me, as you can see. So I'm in there looking for, like, what can I do to make my home life more beautiful in the sense of like the garden. And every time I'm in the store, they have the most negative, depressing music playing. And I find that it distracts me, because the messages of the music that seems to always be playing is very detrimental to health, very depressive, very anxiety promoting, and depressive is the most apt word I would say to describe it. The singer in this band ended up dying of overdose. Like, it's just it's like just depressing to listen to. But every time I go in to buy my flowers, I'm hearing this song about this person who was borderline suicidal. And so I'm like, I just can't focus on buying the flowers that I want to amend my garden with this kind of music playing, because the negative programming, the subconscious hypnotic programming, if you start singing along, you're repeating this to your soul. And so I'm always aware of it, and I just can't stand it, and I have to leave, and I end up not buying anything. And I wanted to go and say to this store, do you realize what you're doing to your sales? You're dropping your sales. Now flip this on a contrary, maybe not a contrary element, but say you go into a fashion store, whether it's expensive fashion or fast fashion. If you go into certain stores, you'll also find that they use like runway music. And so, for example, I'm thinking we have some outlets near us, and there's a store called Express, and sometimes I'll go in there and Express is always playing runway music. And so when you're in there, you're thinking, oh, if I buy these clothes, what it says to the subconscious mind, if I buy these clothes, I'm going to look like a supermodel. If I buy these clothes, I'm going to be expensive. And they're not the most expensive clothes, and they're not the most high end. If you're familiar with the fashion world, they're not super expensive in Express. They're moderate for income purposes, but you feel like when you put these clothes on that you're going to be a supermodel, even if you're not. And that is subconscious programming. So in a health-related perspective, if we're trying to boost our health, I just wanted to point out that there can be really positive messages in music and really negative messages in music. And as you're going about your day-to-day, just wanted to encourage you to be mindful of what you're listening to. And could you imagine if you went shopping for flowers and the music that was playing in the flower shop was something that you would hear in an English garden? Or yeah, that was what I thought. Like, what if they played classical music? And I'm not somebody that listens to classical music all the time. But as someone who plays the piano, I'm just really mindful. Like, what is the tonality of this music? Does it enhance my health, or does it detract from it? Does it cause relaxation, or does it cause agitation? Does it make me want to live more full, engaged life, or does it make me want to retreat and go climb and live in a cave? So anyway, that's my hypnotherapy tip for today, is just be mindful of the music and the programming and the things that go into your mind, even when you're not paying attention. And if you would like more targeted help with hypnotherapy for improving your health, whether it be mindset training, relaxation, sleep, you can use it for endless goals. What I love the most, and what always comes to mind, is when Jesus says that if you have faith to move the mountain, it will be moved. And having faith requires belief, and belief requires a clean programming in your mind. So if you have a negative programming that thinks that you can't succeed at anything, then you won't, and your decisions in life will end up playing that belief out. But if you believe that you can achieve whatever it is that you're trying to achieve, it really does help if the underlying belief in the core of your soul and who you are in your subconscious mind, your conscious mind as well, the subconscious ends up playing into the conscious. So anyway, that's today's highlight. I just felt really strongly about sharing that, especially as we turn into the summer season here in Pennsylvania, that as the sun's out, take good advantage of that. As there's a lot of vitamin D, take advantage of that, and just be mindful of what you're putting into your mind, what you're repeating in your thoughts, and be blessed in that. I hope you make great choices, and if I can help along the way, please let me know. All right, have a great day, everybody. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you soon.